Good morning, Garfield leaders, and welcome to the week of October 27th, 2025. I can't believe we're already at the end of October. We are getting ready to start our second quarter. We're going to start our second quarter strong. Your teachers are busy working on your report cards to be able to share the progress that you have made during the fourth quarter. So now I just need to sit back and think about the fact that we are already 1/4 of the way through the school year. We have done a lot of learning and growing, and we have a lot more learning and growing to do together. And as we begin to think about this upcoming week, I just want to highlight a couple of things that are going to be showcased on our leader wall, on our goal wall outside the office. We, of course, have our lead measure in reading of Lexia usage. And I was excited to come here on this Sunday afternoon and be able to pull some highlights about Lexia. We had 61% of our students who reached their usage goal last week of those 12 to 14 units. 64 certificates were earned. Kindergarten had the highest percent of students reaching their goal on Lexia, and that was 82% of our kindergarteners, with KO1 having 89% of their students reach that goal. So way to go with Lexia. Now we're going to talk a little bit about iReady. Again, we had some great highlights to showcase for you this week. 65% of the students met their usage goal. Second grade had 79% of their students reaching their usage goal. And 204 had 95% of their students reaching that goal. Excellent job. Maybe next week it will be your class that we highlight. Last week in attendance, 95% of our students were here on time and ready to learn last week. It was like 94.456. So I'm going to say 95, even though it says 94 on here. First grade had 96% of their students here on time and ready to learn each day last week. And 341 of you were here every day on time and ready to learn. Keep it up, boys and girls. You know that October, be in your seat, earn a treat. And in November, there's great plans about maybe earning if you have a really good attendance, you'll get to put a pie in someone's face. Maybe it might be Mrs. Skokstad. Maybe it might be your teacher. Who knows? But at the end of November, we're going to have a special assembly about attendance. And some lucky staff members will get to have a pie in their face. One other super highlight. I'm so proud of you, boys and girls. This year so far, in the 43 days we've had school, we've earned 3,532 leader cards. That is like almost 84 leader cards per day. And if we divide it out by student, it's around 7 leader cards per student. Think about yourself. I know some of you have earned way more than 7. Some of you have not quite earned 7 yet. So let's work hard to see if this week we can each earn at least 1 leader card. And that would add almost 500 more to this total. So boys and girls, let's be on the lookout for ways to show that we are being good leaders. I also wanted to talk to you today about a lesson that you are going to be doing in your class. Our base team, or our team supports students, have been looking at data. And one of the things we've noticed, and it kind of goes along with what Mrs. Bell and I have been noticing when we're working with kids, is that we really need to help you learn how to recognize the size of the problem that you're having and the size of the reaction that you provide. So we can have problems that are very, very small, teeny tiny problems, And we can have problems that are huge. And the way that we react needs to match the size of the problem. So this week, your teachers are going to be doing a lesson with you, and it's called The Size of the Problem, Garfield Leader Lesson. You be the leader of your emotions and how you respond to things. Mrs. Bell and I work with a lot of kids about the way that they respond to things on the playground or maybe something that's happened in the bus. And it's a small thing, and the way that we react turns it into a really big thing. So we're going to work together as a school to match the size of the problem to the size of our reaction. I can't wait to see the difference it makes in how we get along with one another and how we're able to use habit number 1, being proactive, and habit number 5, seeking first to understand, then to be understood, to help us with this. Another thing that we have noticed through the data when we look at the things that teachers are reporting to us about when students are struggling and what kinds of things are happening when they're having trouble in the classroom. And a lot of it has to do with the D in LEAD. Remember, LEAD stands for Lead with the 8 Habits. E, everyone is safe. A, act respectfully. And D, do your job. So a lot of what we're noticing is that kids are struggling when it comes to do your job. Many times it's because the academic work or the things that you're doing in the classroom might be difficult and you're still learning how to ask for help. Sometimes it's just not something we want to do. And even though it's our job to come to school and be a leader and a learner, sometimes we just don't want to do it. Here's a little secret, boys and girls. Sometimes Mrs. Skogstad doesn't want to have to do her job either, but it's my job to come here to school. I'm here on a Sunday afternoon. I have lots of things that I need to get accomplished at school. It's a part of what I have said I'm going to do. Leaders say that they're going to do something and then they follow through with it. Your job when you come to school is to be a leader. And as a part of that, you have to do your job. It might be doing your Lexia lessons that sometimes you don't want to do. It might be that you have to do your job in the hall and make sure you're following the hallway expectations. Whatever it is, we want to make sure that we are focusing on the D, do your job. One way that we are going to recognize students who are doing that is we have a new bucket that's going to be by the leader cards, so we can continue to earn leader cards. But if you get a leader card and it's marked with D, do your job, you can put it in this special do your job bucket. And at the end of the week, we will draw from the do your job bucket, and there will be a special prize, bigger than the daily prizes, but a little bit smaller than the monthly prizes. So if you want to get a medium-sized prize by getting your name drawn, focus on doing your job this week and earn those leader cards. Put it in the bucket, and on Friday, we will draw some leader cards out to celebrate students who are doing their job. All right, boys and girls, it's time for you to get back to the important business of learning, and it's time for me to pick up my office a little bit, and then I'm going to head home. I'm meeting Amelia and her fiance, TJ, at my house, and we're doing some wedding planning today. So I am excited to find out what they have planned, and I can't wait for this great week of learning and growing with you. It's going to be a thumbs up day and a thumbs up week. I look forward to seeing you all, boys and girls. Remember that we love you and have high expectations for you no matter what. Soar, eagles, soar.